So today's message is you got to know God for yourself. How many of you out there know God for yourself? Can I get a Allahu Akbar? Allahu Akbar. So that's so well, as I was saying, is that in church you hear a lot. You hear the preacher, the minister, the deacon, when he gets up and he speaks, the assistant preacher, the assistant deacon, and you'll hear them make this statement all the time, and it gets everybody riled up. They'll say, now how many of you know God for yourself? And you will hear the congregation yelling, yeah, that's right, you got to know him for yourself. I know him, that's right. And they say, you got to know God for yourself. He said, that's right. And he said, turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, do you know God for yourself? Do you know God for yourself? They turn around, you ask your other neighbor. And then they'll tell you to turn around to the neighbor again and say, you got to know God for yourself. And then they have you turn around and tell the other neighbor. So today, what we are going to delve into, and what I will help you all to understand and what I will help you, and what we will do is to clear up that message just in case we have any misunderstandings of what it means to know God for yourself, and the steps that you can take so that you could know God, Allah, for yourself. And I know that there are many sisters, out there who don't know God for themselves. They're unsure if God even exists. They're unsure if they are favored by Allah. They are unsure if, His mercy has been upon them. They're unsure because they have been through so many trials and tribulation, and that they can't even see the connection that they have with Allah, God. They can't even see the connection and how Allah has, bestowed mercy and favor upon them. They can't see the connection because they're going through someone else instead of learning who God is so that they could know Allah, God, for themselves. So today, that's what we're going to cover. We're going to go over that. And the first thing that I would like to do is, and the reason why I started this MGT and GCC Unity Prayer is because nowadays everything is online. Everything is YouTubealized, that I would like to say, as they say, televised, YouTubealized. So that's what everything is in this day and age. You either go on YouTube, you go on Facebook, you go on Twitter, you go on, now they got this thing called Snapchat, and I'm not on all that other stuff. But that's where everybody is at. And in order to reach the masses, and I know when I came into the nation, I looked to YouTube, I looked to, Facebook, and I got lots of, Muslim friends, and, some I know personally and some I don't. However, just having a believing body around you, on those sites helps, me to stay in line with Allah. Because if you have a lot of friends that are non-believers, then you're going to be getting their nasty feeds, on their page that they're, sharing, instead of, you being with the believers, and the believers, sharing upliftment statements. You see on their feed that they're saying, Allahu Akbar, Allah woke me up this morning, or, just things that are positive, things that are, that show that they fear Allah, they fear God. Things that show that they're striving for righteousness. That's what we want to see, because, although we live in the real life, there's also real life on YouTube. There's real life happening on Facebook, and people are sharing their experiences with us. So as we go on, with the MGT and GCC Unity Prayer, which is the first step in knowing who God is, one of the steps into knowing who God is and knowing God, Allah, for yourself. So we're going to take a look in the Bible. And the reason why I start with the Bible, because a lot of sisters and brothers, who come into Islam our converse, especially here in America. A lot of our sisters are, converting into Islam, or as we say in the nation, accepting your own and being yourself, which is a righteous Muslim. Because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he teaches us that every black person, or person of color, that we are born righteous, that we are born Muslim. So we're born into this world as Muslims. However, I just leave it at that. And born into this world as Muslims. So, we started with the Bible because a lot of our brothers and sisters were Christian of some sort. And I say some sort because we have a lot of different denominations. We got Methodists, we got Baptists, we got Kojic, Church of God in Christ, and we got several other Christian denominations that a lot of our sisters are coming from. So we'll start with the Bible, and we will go through. And this is what I want to cover, is that in order, when you first learn about someone, for an example, a sister of yours comes to you and she said, "Oh, I just met this sister that I know you two would just hit it off perfect. You gotta know her. You need to get in touch with this sister. I'm telling you, she got this attribute. She has that attribute. And she is this and she is that." So the attribute. She had mercy. She has favor. That she is dependable. That she is reliable. And that even though she got her ups and downs, and she is fiery. And she is this and she is that. And you say to yourself, "Oh, okay, yes, I want to know her." But, you say to yourself, it sounds good. And in order for you to know someone, what do? You ask the person who's giving you the information a little bit about that person so that you can know and, form up in your mind an idea about who this person is and what she may look like. So you ask, okay, well, what is her name? You get a name of that person first. Okay, that's her name. Her name is Sharon. Sharon, oh, okay, well, good. Well, where does Sharon live? What area does she live at? What area does he dwell in? So you want to know their name and you want to know their location. Because you want to know how short or far of a distance you got to go in order to meet this person. So another thing that you might want to ask is the name. We got the location. You may want to ask if they have any children. Well, does she have any children? Do they have any siblings? You may want to ask, what language she speaks, if this woman is from somewhere else, if she's from another country originally. You may want to ask, you may want a description of how she looks. Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she fat or is she skinny? Does she got a long nose? Does she got a broad nose? Does she have big eyes? She got small eyes? She got big lips? Does she got little lips? She got short hair? She got a long hair? You want a full description of this person. Otherwise, nowadays you just say, okay, well, you got a picture of her so I can at least see her? And they show you a picture of the person. So you want a full description of this person that you're speaking with or someone is speaking of. And then you want to know, okay, well, what's her phone number? Because you want to know how to contact this person directly. That way you don't have to be dealing with a third-party person, because we know when we dealing with people, third-party people, whether it's the bill collectors or it's or debt collectors, or if it's just someone just passing on a message for you. We know that our message sometimes get distorted. We know that when the bill collector come and call, they don't call you with the correct amount, because they don't tack on their amount as well. So you want to deal one-on-one directly with that person by getting her contact information. So as it relates with Allah God, what we will learn is who He is, what His name is, the names that He go by. We want to know where we want to know his location, where he dwells, where did he come from, where is his main home. As most people they say in heaven. Well, where is heaven? Where is it located at? Because you may want to go there, you may want to travel there. How far is it? How far is it from where we are? and is he able to come here? So when will he come to this way? We also want to speak about and talk about his description, his attributes. We want to know who this person is, what type of characteristics they got, and we want to just get fired up and praise, regarding the attributes that he has, because we want to meet a person that's like that. We want to know his features. What does he look like? We also want to know his associates. We want to know who it is that he's been around. Who has he been associated with? He walked with Enoch. He spoke with Abraham. He spoke to Sarah and told who it is that he's been around. Who has he walked with Enoch. He spoke with Abraham. He spoke this and he was that. So that's what we're going to get into today. And I want you to get your pens. I want you to get your paper, because you need to take some notes so that you will know how to fully. Oh, and the last thing that we're going to cover will be his contact information. So we're going to be giving you all of this wonderful and glorious, wonderful and important information so that you can know God, Allah, for yourself, and so that you can call upon him. And when you call upon him, being sincere to him in obedience, he will surely answer your prayers, because the prayers of the Muslim will get you an answer. So I'm your sister Sheena Shabazz, and I pray that you liked and you received all the wonderful information that I'm giving you. It is truly from my heart. It is truly from Allah, and he put it upon my heart for me to give you, this great message so that you will know how to contact him, because he wants you to reach him. He wants you to call upon him. He wants you to cry to him. He wants you to be, to worship him and to glorify him so that he can bestow his favors upon you. He is just waiting to bless you. He's waiting to respond to you. He's already have everything outlined. He already knows what you want. He's just waiting for you to ask for it. That's all. So my message for you today is to follow these steps and contact Allah directly for yourself. And like I said, he already knows what it is that you want. Don't be afraid to ask him to bless you with something. Don't feel like that you're undeserving of it, because you do deserve it. And what I want you to do is to fall down upon your knees and that you pray to Allah and that you ask him for help and for guidance, and to give you whatever it is that you seek and what your heart and soul desire. And when you contact him, being sincere to him in obedience, you thank him for answering your prayers, and you thank him for allowing you to contact him directly and not going through no third party person, and that you thank him for waking you up this morning and giving you this much of a life that you have, whether it's 20, 30, 40, 50 years of life that you're living right now. Thank him for that. Being sincere, you thank him for all of the trials and tribulations that you've been through, and then you say to him, oh Allah, I'm ready. I'm ready to take on a new a change in my life, and I'm ready to be renewed, and I'm ready to be restored, and I'm ready to be cleaned up 100% with your help and with your guidance. Now, I don't know exactly what to do 100%, but I pray for your guidance, and I pray that you just, hold my hand through this as I walk through it, and that if I'm weak, that you please carry me, and if I'm strong, that you, allow me to walk in your name, oh Allah. And so I thank you for everything that you have done, and that you are doing in my life right now, and everything that you intend to do in my life. I thank you. And then you close out that you bear witness that there is no God but God, and that you bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. And you close it out, and you say, I mean, which means be, and it is. And I guarantee you, Allah will work miracles in your life. You will see change in your life right then and there, and you just let everything go. You repent, and you let it go and you thank Allah, and He will work it out. You just let Him work it out, and you know whatever negative, bad, or situation you have in your heart, we have to start working on our mind, our thoughts. Our thoughts, they produce things, and we have to just say, Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest. Well, thank you, oh Allah, for putting me in this situation. What am I to do? How can I pass this test? How can I get over this trial, being successful? How can, help me to do this? And you look for the positive things in it, because He may want you to learn something from it. It may be something that you asked in a prayer, and He's giving it to you. But you're looking at it so negatively that you can't even accept the gift that Allah has given you, that you asked for. So anytime something happens, I want you to reflect back and you ask yourself, well, what did I pray to God about? What did I ask Him for? And it'll click in your head and you're going to say, oh, I did ask Him for that. And then I want you to, say, I seek refuge in Allah from Shaitan, the accursed devil. Thank you, oh Allah, for blessing me with this. And then you go forth from there, looking at finding every positive attribute in that problem that you have, so that you will be able to successfully overcome everything that it is that seeks to stop your glory, seeks to stop, Allah's gift, and, seeks to drag you back into the past. Stop that. Put a stop to that right now. Say, as they say in the church, I rebuke you. Rebuke it. Astaghfirullah it. That's why astaghfirullah. That's what I do. Astaghfirullah it. Rebuke it. Stop it right there. You see refuge in Allah from Shaitan, the accursed devil. And then you keep moving forward in Allah's name. And I pray that He blesses you, to give you strength and to give you courage. So, again, I'm your Sister Sheena Shabazz, and thank you for listening. I pray that I've given you some very beneficial information. And again, I would also like to state my disclaimer that if there anything that I've said that is wrong and that is incorrect, then I take 100% responsibility for it. And anything that I say that is of good and that has been beneficial to you, I say all praise and glory and honor is due to Allah. So I'm your